Oh, welcome. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. We are about 13 minutes away from kickoff. Awesome to have everyone here. Yeah, I was busy person, you see. I don't know if I can fill 15 minutes with pre-match talk. But I will have a look at today's games. We have already had Netherlands versus Qatar, and we've had Ecuador, Senegal, and Senegal beat Ecuador 2-1, Netherlands won 2-0. Let's have a look at the standings then in Group A. Group A. That last game was a big one for Senegal and Ecuador because that puts Senegal through in second place with Netherlands first place in Group A. But obviously Qatar, they were the first team to play. They were the first team to, well, get knocked out of the World Cup. So that's that one. Now, today's game, we've got Iran versus USA and then Wales versus England. I'm pretty sure if my sort of calculations work out, I'm pretty sure Wales need to win, and they need Iran and USA to draw. But Wales need to win by possibly only one. Yeah, so I think Iran, USA draw, and Wales need to win, and that will get Wales through. And it will, depending on the scoreline, if Wales win 1-0, Wales and England go through if Iran and USA draw. I think that's my maths. I think that's correct. It's going to be touch and go, actually, because, look, I think it's a better formation for England today without Sterling and Saka. Great. Shame Harry Kane's still playing. I would have liked to have seen Callum Wilson starting, actually. I saw rumours about Harry Kane possibly being injured, but sadly, he's still going. But thanks. Hi. Oh, look, it's a Liz. RD. That's a odd name, but hello. Hi, Dan. Hi, Sean. Hi, Jordan. I think Harry Maguire has been the best player so far for England, not just in the last game. So make sure you get your predictions in. It's gone 90% out of 10. Well, 9 out of 10 people have voted for England to win this. I don't know. I'm really not sure England should win, but we'll see if Wales pull the finger out the arses this time, because they have really been poor. We think England were poor last game. They can only get better. Wales could also surely only get better. Jordan's going for a 3-1. I assume that's 3-1 to England. I think that's a fairly sensible prediction, actually. Just on a cherryade, nothing great. Just a cherryade today. I have no alcohol in the house. It's too cold to be drinking. So anyone else that's in here, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to join in with the chat. What other predictions have we got? Dan, Sean. Oh, look, it's Liz. What are your predictions? Anyone else that's in here? Predictions. Let me see what my prediction was on Super Brew. Let me have a look at my round. World Cup. That's that round.
And just managing people like, Bellingham, Foden, Rashford. If Wales can manage to do
Hmm.
platform to go off. But this is one exceptional time.
Why can't I find my predictions? Ah. I did 3-1 to England, actually. Yeah, I'm the same as you, Jordan. I did 3-1 to England, and I actually did 1-1 Iran USA. So yeah, 3-1 England I'm going for, and a 1-1 Iran and USA. USA can't exactly score, can they? They're not like prolific goal scorers. Dan, I don't think England are going to win 10-1. So that's pretty, not realistic. 2-1 England, fairly realistic. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's okay. 2-0 England as well, Sean says. Yeah, I really don't know about the Welsh squad. I think they've been frustrating this tournament so far because they normally have a lot of fight in them, don't they? They normally have a lot of fight in them, and they've not shown any of that. Honestly, what is it with Phil Foden's haircut? His hairdresser's literally put a bowl on his head and just gone zzz. Awful. Absolutely awful. But with players like Joe Allen, they've got real fight in them, and it's not been shown so far. But then again, it's not really been shown the fight in the England team, so we'll see. Well, it wasn't 10-0, Dan. They didn't win 10-0, did they? Gareth Bale, yeah, he's not been quite there. It's, I think most people are going for that England win, and very similar sort of scoreline, maybe a 2-goal difference, but expecting England to win. The players are in the tunnel. We're 6 minutes to the kickoff. Thanks so much for joining me. Most people should have access to the game. If you don't, it's on in the streaming channel. Thanks so much for joining, and welcome. The Welsh are making noise. That's good to hear. It's still possible for the Welsh. It is still possible. And actually a draw, I think a draw is fairly likely, I think, for Iran versus USA. Or as the Yanks say, Iran. You never know in football, for sure. Right, let's get the sound up, shall we? Everyone can listen to the national anthem of Wales. Right, let's get listening to the Welsh. Hopefully sound will be okay. Oh, don't get me started on the United States game. That was awful. Beautiful. Look at old Gareth singing his heart out. Singing his heart out. I would happily have him back at Southampton. I'll tell you that for nothing. Happily take him back at the Saints. Then on to probably the worst national anthem ever. God Save the King. Look at them. They're loving it. No, get your ball. I now have a Jack Russell next to me, hoping that I play with the ball with her. Rashford doesn't know the words. Imagine not singing to God Save the King. It's not that complicated. That's the bit I don't know, actually, to be fair.
Rousing renditions of My Henry Banana and God Save the King.
England! Come on, England. I really need to get a New England top, actually, because my one is a little bit tight, as I've put on weight since.
For Wales, you feel it's mission improbable, but bigger shocks have happened.
Just need to win, just need the other teams to draw. So, Ward in goal. Actually, I'll come back to this. Why would you put it there?
That's Davis, Roden, Mepham, Williams. Joe Allen makes his first start of the tournament. Dan James also comes into the side. Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey in the team, despite Rob Page hinting otherwise. Connor Roberts, Harry Wilson, those who drop to the bench.
All right, here we go. The England squad. Or is it? Maybe I missed it. I think Harry Kane's been poor, Sean. I think he's been really, really poor. As I said, I would have liked to have seen Callum Wilson in. I think that would have been quite good. A little bit different, playing behind the defence. I think it would have been so much better to play like that. I normally don't mind a target man because that's how I like when Saints played with a target man, but it just... Harry Kane drops way too deep. All right, okay, England squad. Pickford in goal. We've then got Luke Shaw at left back with Maguire and Stones staying at centre back with Kyle Walker. Thank God he's there. Foden, Rice, Bellingham, Henderson and someone else I just missed, Bellingham, with Kane up front. That is a key thing. Yeah, but it was against Iran, for Christ's sake, Sean. It was easy, wasn't it? It wasn't difficult. There was no real challenge. As long as he shows up when it matters. Kyle Walker, that is the player that I've wanted to see. Kieran Trippier. Are you serious? I'll be back again. Hang on, she keeps putting underwards. Hang on. Why? Why do dogs think it's a good idea to put balls under cabinets where they can't reach? Yeah, Kyle Walker, he is the one I've wanted to see. Now I know he wasn't fresh, he wasn't fit for the first couple of games, but Kyle Walker is that player that can create down the wing. The speed he has to get forward and get back, it's brilliant. Oh, there you go. Even the Welsh are kneeling now. I'm not sure how much of a message it's showing, but game on. All right, hopefully I won't be too far behind everyone else. I'm going to give time checks. So if you're watching it live on TV and you're able to pause it and then catch up with me, even better. Thank you so much for joining me. England versus Wales. 20 seconds into the game now. I want to see positive. I don't want any of this nonsense like we had against United States. I want confident. I want aggressive. I want attacking. You know, against USA, we sat back for way too long, allowed USA to come into our half and create chances. We didn't press. So hopefully, it'll be a little bit better this time round. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let me see if I can... What time? 1 minute there.
Is
whoever is going to...
No more room for slip
Oh,
ups or something.
no, I will go back to that other one.
I hate when they go snap, crackle, poop.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with this one, this stream.
Expecting to be physical with the likes of Stones and Maguire battling with Big Kiefer Moore.
So, yeah, I'm going to stick with this one, 1 minute and 45. Like I said, if you've got live on TV, you can always pause for a little bit of time and then catch up when you're with me. So playing it out to the wing, hopefully having Henderson in the team, hopefully will, hopefully having Henderson in the team will really give us a boost. I really hope so. What is going on? Sorry about this, guys. My stream is deciding to play up, like usual. Let's try iPlayer. 322. Let's stick with that one.
Sure will be there when needed. Stones. Rice under pressure by Ramsey.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Lim. Lim, it is showing in the Discord server. So, but thank you so much for joining. Great to have you here. Hi, Gareth. Why are we booing? Oh, so look, yeah, Henderson. I'm not necessarily saying he's a great player, but what I'm saying is hopefully he maybe can bring that leadership to the team that Harry Kane probably is not giving. I really hope that's the case. Fingers crossed it is. Because I think that's what Henderson does. I think that's what Henderson does at Liverpool. He gives that leadership. I don't know what was Rashford doing there. I'm just going to turn my VPN on. I don't know what's going on. BBC iPlayer is way behind. Like way behind. So I'm going to turn my VPN on and see if that helps. Very odd. Hopefully this won't disconnect the stream. Everything is having a bit of a fit at the moment. Oh. All right, let's see if this will sort out my problems. Okay, game's back on. 5 minutes and 30 into the game. Still 0-0. Wales versus England. Ooh, that's better. Straight away, that is better because it's putting pressure on Wales. Pressing the goalkeeper there, making him make the kick long. And look, England win it back. Much, much better straight away. That keeps me happy. That keeps me happy.
Yeah, that'll be a fascinating battle of speed, won't it? Daniel James against Kyle Walker. Almost as quick as
I'm surprised why Daniel James is playing on the left when Kyle Walker is also on that side. That seems a bit bizarre to me, if I'm honest. Really does seem a little bit bizarre. Yeah, that's the problem. 6 minutes and 30. I don't know what's going on with my stupid stream. I don't know what is going on with it. Just trying to think if there's something a little bit more reliable or quicker. Let's see.
The ball goes back to Maguire. Pedestrian start, but to remember that England are very much in the driving seat in terms of Group B. And of course, we will keep you up to date with what is happening elsewhere. As Ramsey is fouled, and Wales have another free kick.
Yeah, we look so much more compact. The lines are tighter together. We're able to jump out and press people. And
just trying to think of the best channel.
It's encouraging signs at these early stages.
Fox.
Ben Davis playing as a left back.
Don't know.
He's often adopted as the left side of a three.
That's all right. So, 7 minutes. All gone out of play. But yeah, no, I'm surprised Daniel James, with his speed, is playing against Kyle Walker, who should be able to match him with ease. I think if he was playing over on the opposite side against Luke Shaw, who isn't necessarily the quickest, then I think Daniel James may have been a little bit more, well, maybe a little bit more useful. No, he's playing on the left, same side as Kyle Walker. But so far, I think it's fairly positive. The first 7 minutes 45, fairly positive. We've been pressing a little. Well, that sums up the Henderson with a poor pass. But yeah, we're playing a little bit more attacking. Hopefully, it'll open up the Welsh and make them make mistakes. Fingers crossed.
Here's Joe Allen. And the first real period of possession now for Wales.
Oh, straight over your head, James.
No, but again, really good idea. You know, in the first 2 matches,
I do quite like the Welsh kit as well. The Welsh football kit is quite nice. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join in with the discussion about the game. Let us know who you think the key players are in this. Who are the weak links? That's a good one. Who are the weak links? I think by having someone like Kyle Walker, though, and actually Luke Shaw likes to attack, by having those sort of players, you can play those fullbacks as wing backs, play them a little bit higher up. Just some short passing going on now. Kyle Walker looking for a... Oh, he absolutely belts it at Jude Bellingham. How do you expect Bellingham to get that? But that's good. Go on, through. Oh, good save, good save. Lovely pass. Excellent pass there. Lovely run by Rashford. But really quick off the line from the Welsh keeper there. I think that was the impressive thing. I think that's the main thing there. Ward was very quick to get off the line, so his vision to predict that run, fantastic. Really good from him. Kyle Walker's got no movement for him. Pleading for the team to create space for him. Straight away, look, we're actually attacking. All right, the pass isn't amazing, but we are playing higher up. Look at this, we're pressing them. Make the Welsh make the mistakes, which they have done. Foden with the ball, out to Kyle Walker. Back in front of the penalty area. A poor ball again by Henderson. Yeah, poor again from Henderson. Not the greatest of passing. Much better though. Much better from England. It's so much better to see.
Rice of West Ham. pushing forward now with greater numbers. Stones and towards Carl Walker.
Hi, Cal. Nice to have you here, mate. It must be bloody early in the morning for you at the moment.
I think Robert Page, even
Like,
after
really
10
early for you.
will be satisfied that Wales have at least kept England at bay, but there's that lapse in concentration, and England are through. That's the danger.
This is what we should have been doing against the Yanks, though. Really should have been doing this against the Yanks. Pressing higher, making them make mistakes. That was what's frustrating about that last game. The Americans looked better than they are. Bear in mind, luckily, they couldn't score for toffee. Couldn't score in a brothel, could they? But England were played so bad that they made the Yanks look better than they are. And it gave them those bragging rights, which we don't want them to have.
Our fullbacks are then runs from out to in, and make sure we can be brave now and keep a high line.
Roden bringing it down to Allen.
It depends if we want to play a sort of a crossing game. Because I don't think England crossed the ball very much. Since we had David Beckham, we're not really a team that crosses the ball for headers. You know, especially lofted balls. Hi, Najma. Yeah, I see what you've done there, because that's not your real name.
The thing is, when you play five at the back, what it gives you in possession, or what it should give you, is great outlets down the wings in Connor Roberts and Nico Williams, and we just weren't seeing it in those first two games. It also should give you a little bit of a safety net.
The only thing we need to be careful of, obviously, is you know, with the speed of people like Gareth Bale and James, we've got to be careful, because obviously if we are attacking a lot and pressing a lot, we don't want gaps to be left ourselves, you know. We don't want to be caught out. That would not be so good.
I know, and they played it out again, and here's the chance again. Rashford in on goal, and Nico's got to be more aware of the runner from out to in. A great save from Danny Ward, and like I said before, that'll do his confidence a lot of good.
It's either the left foot of Shaw.
By the look of things, anyway. Yeah, we'll be sure. Played in deep and defended by Wales. Out to Foden.
Ah, poor shot. Poor effort.
He's only scored in one England match in his career today. And that was the night he got 2 against Iceland.
Interestingly for me, and I think he's actually better off the left side.
I don't know what is going on with this.
Better off the left, and it'd be interesting to see if at some point he and Rashford switch. Rashford obviously comfortable off the right or the left.
I think Rashford's a bit better off the left as well. I think that's a little bit of a problem England have, and Gareth Southgate he's got Grealish as well, Sterling, who will like to play that side too.
He's got some options.
Yeah,
some good options.
Rob Page had a nice quote. He said, "It's time for us to put the disappointment behind us and put our big boy pants on."
Yeah, they do have to put their big boy pants on. Oh my God, what is going on?
To Phil Foden and Jordan Henderson. Stopped by Ethan Ampadu, who was playing professional football for Exeter City when he was 15.
You alluded to it earlier. Declan Rice holding deep. Both Jude Bellingham and Jordan.
Mate, if you want free kicks is where James Ward-Prowse should be here. He should be the one that is playing.
Iran, as you're wondering. Shaw. Into Kane, who's looking to flick it into the path of Rashford. You can see the idea. Looked like a foul on Kane. A bit of a clumsy challenge, really.
And it's just what I said earlier. If You counter press well. Luke Shaw just defending this.
I think it's going well so far. I got no problems with it so far. I think it's working well. Just wish my bloody stream was working well. I'm just changing up the stream that I'm using in a second. I think what I'll have to do now is put the iPlayer on for a minute. Because it's way too messy, buggy.
Routine.
So I'm a little bit further behind, but I'm trying to work it out. 17 minutes 15 at the moment.
He's almost a second captain on the field for England. He's orchestrating affairs. Rice or Shaw, right or left?
I think it's got to be right foot, isn't it?
Who's setting it?
I don't know whether it's going to be a direct one. I feel like they're going to try and do something here.
Do something fancy that will not work, probably.
Late into someone to set on the edge of the box. There's something happening.
Well, Maguire's at the back, and he's on his toes already. That's where it's going.
Yeah.
Sure. Maguire.
Don't think that really worked. Don't think that free kick worked. I'm just trying to sort it out. I'm on BBC iPlayer at the moment because the other ones keep buffering and whatnot. I'll do what I can in a second. Just wait for a new program to download.
I think he just head it onto the back of Ampadu. Difficult one for the officials to call.
Ampadu doing really well in the end on that far post, but that's not a matchup I want to see too often because there's a bit of a mismatch for me. We know how well Maguire attacks the ball, so that's something Wales will have to look at. England get another set piece.
Yeah, good defending. It's been a positive so far. I like some goals to go in just for the entertainment value, but it's been a fairly decent game so far. I think England have been the better team, but you can't rule out Wales just yet.
Not for longer. It's all the way back to Ward. Kane will make him play this as quickly as he can, and he did.
Don't turn your back on the ball.
Stones.
Just small passing at the moment, just trying to keep the ball.
Rice.
Bum, 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 bum. England.
Will the scoreline in the other game have any sort of effect for Wales, Danny? Just thinking if it stays goalless in both for ages, then there might be the chance for one last charge.
Quite possibly, but I don't
What a stupid comment.
be thinking about that.
Does the scoreline in the other game make any difference? Wales need to win. No matter what happens, Wales need to win. Surely that's all they're thinking about at the moment. Like, Wales need to win, and they need the other two to draw. Simple as. That is what is going to get them through. I think they only need to win 1-0. I think. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe to make sure you can join the conversation. We're having a couple of technical issues, which in the process of sorting out. The commentators say some stupid things, right? Is the other game going to affect them? As if Wales are going to be happy with a 0-0. Bloody idiots.
It's got to be about staying in the game.
So stupid.
Taking the game in stages, really. You know, you get for the first
It is basically like having Michael Owen on commentary, isn't it? It really is. It's awful. But England look comfortable at the moment. As long as we just sort out a little bit of niggly passing, I think no reason why we can't do this. Kyle Walker's playing nice and high. Look how high he's playing. That's what we want to see.
Quiet.
Definitely want to see that. God, Vuvuzelas are awful. Nice passing. Very good passing. Into the middle. Bit of a dodgy touch by Rashford. Ball in. No one's at the back post. Oh my God. Henderson. Maybe it's not a good thing Henderson's playing. Out to the wing. I think he's onside. No one's there. You see the ball being whipped in. Where is Harry Kane? Dodgy, dodgy bounce. I have no idea where Harry Kane there was. Was there?
Having that ability today to be able to slow the game down and speed it up when necessary is going to be really important.
Got to sort that out.
Free kick England.
But all their passing's been really crisp throughout the team.
Davis on Henderson.
So it was a nice little move. Went down like a sack of you-know-what, though.
Another chance for England to load the box. The heavy loads being...
Okay, ball's got to come in here. This is where it should be going to Maguire, Harry Kane, John Stones. I want to see it on their head.
Ball's on the move. It came his way.
Just over Maguire's head. Just over his head.
Rashford.
I think you're right, Sean. I think England have set up really well here. They're playing well.
Absolutely full on. It's like taking a blow from a middleweight.
Excellent defending from Nico Williams. You just see here, powerful shot from Rashford, looking to find that far corner.
Well, Cal, I end up talking a lot, but I'm sure I talk more sense than that when they're, when I'm trying to fill time. You don't want too much silence and all that.
It catches you on your head, don't it? If it hits you right on the top of your head, you're just dizzy.
Well, protocols will have to be followed now.
Exactly. I think that's what's happened now. I think instantly he's just felt lightheaded and they're doing the right thing, making sure he's all right.
Got to make sure they're okay with head injuries now. Knowing the problems later on in life, and got to. Hopefully they've learnt from the cock up in the England-Iran game the other week with the goalkeeper smashing heads with player. Fingers crossed we don't get that again. Oh, is he? Michael Owen's been South Africa's super sport pundit. Awesome. Because he is awful.
I was asking him to lift it instantly when he gets into that position. It was either that or go round the goalkeeper.
It was good from Danny Ward, actually. He was out really quickly, just narrowed down that space. You're looking at the finish and possibly could have gone under Danny Ward, but he did the right thing. Excellent save in the end.
Nico Williams is going to be okay. It's a good job they've taken time and gone through the necessary checks. Let's tell you what's coming up tomorrow. Another busy day, really busy across BBC One and BBC Two. Tunisia against France from 2:30 on One.
Tunisia versus France.
45 if you prefer. There's a lot on Australia.
Australia versus Denmark.
And then later on it's Poland against Argentina, 6:30 on BBC.
I am not around to watch that, unfortunately.
Saudi Arabia against Mexico. D-Day in those two groups. The legend and our colleague at this tournament, Ian Rush, has found himself a comfy seat for this one. Walker. Maguire. Williams, fully recovered. Kiefer Moore, it was always going to be difficult.
That is going to be
Wales can't get enough possession here, can they? They're really, really struggling to get enough possession.
Down the line there for Kiefer Moore, who is more than capable, but got to find a way. Wales, when they win the ball back, are trying to play through the units, try to play through England. Haven't seen too much of Gareth Bale or Aaron Ramsey on the ball as of yet.
Foden. Now Walker. Good drop of the shoulder. Threw Aaron Ramsey off. Davis trapped by Foden and
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to sort out this bloody stream. I'm on BBC iPlayer, but it's about 2 minutes. Oh, Ben Davis, that's embarrassing, buddy. That is embarrassing. Should not be falling over like that. That is not good. He should be ashamed of himself.
All played in the Euro 2016 meeting in Lens. Walker and Kane were in the England starting lineup that day. England 2, Wales 1. You may remember Wales taking the lead with a Bale free kick. Jamie Vardy and Daniel Sturridge hit back for England. This is just the second ever meeting of the nations on foreign soil, neutral soil.
Here we go. Wales have got a little bit here, look, and give it away.
Kane trying to do similar.
That is not so good.
Ramsey gets into tackle just as Kane was looking for the pass to Rashford.
Yeah, it's a really good tackle from Aaron Ramsey because he was just about to try and slot in Rashford. Just waiting for him to make the run.
So 28 minutes 10 I've got on the clock.
Colleague, I'm sure somebody who looked up to Jordan Henderson when he was breaking through the ranks at Liverpool, Nico Williams.
Now,
Jordan Henderson. You can hear him screaming to his teammates
some
as the game's
serious falling over. This is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Too many players going down way too easy.
Davis.
It's frustrating to watch. Trust me. Oh, okay. Probably got caught there. It's frustrating because as someone who is football, you know, to see this constantly is just, it puts you off big time. You know, these grown men falling over like a sack of shit, to put it bluntly. They don't need to. They really don't need to. But that's where the desire to win, I suppose. That was a foul. We give that one absolutely fine. But those pushes in the back, I'm not sure. I am really not sure about.
win some free kicks, try and get themselves up the pitch.
So caution for James. Caused by his own errant touch, really.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, compared to rugby, yeah. Compared to AFL, compared to most sports. They've got to do something about it. Still on. Yeah, they've got to do something about it. It's not good.
Didn't see enough players running around making tackles, fouls as well.
You're not beating Kyle Walker for speed. Henderson with the ball. Just get it and calm it down again. Henderson. Couple of, I say a few bad passes from Henderson in this game. Oh, we can hear the singing at last.
Sure. Challenged by Metham on Bellingham. It's broken to Rice now. Foden's trying to stay on
Well,
the right-hand side.
I can't help you about NBA players because I don't watch NBA. Not really a basketball person. I appreciate it. You know, I can respect it, but...
On it again. Followed by Rodon. Just so quick, Phil Foden. That's why there was such a...
Go on, Harry. Go on, Harry. Just keep running, Harry. That's why you're a defender, Harry. Get back, mate. You've had your one go at shooting. What was that? I don't know if that was a shot or a cross. It was a shot. Yeah, definite shot. Absolutely atrocious. Even the fans laughing.
A
At,
little bit off that one, I think.
that is why he plays at centre back. They're not known for scoring goals with their feet.
Rashford. Cleared by Mepham. Nobody there.
Need to settle down a bit there.
33-35 gone. You know, it's still positive. Still positive. I'd like a few more chances. But I think Wales at the moment are having to sit a little bit deeper than they want. Playing out from the back amazingly. But look at the difference here. Look, they're being pressed. Oh man, I wish we had this in the United States game. And once again, the Wales team make a mistake from England's high pressing. So much better. So much better. This is, I think, what you've got to do. With a team like we are, England, who should be one of the best countries in the world, when you're playing against these lesser teams, which is not trying to be disrespectful, but they are, you've got to play high because hopefully they don't have the technical ability and the composure to cope with being put under pressure. Got to be done. So here we go. We're just starting. We're actually passing the ball at the halfway line at least, so that shows more intent. Much better so far.
Running away. Ramsey, he's given it away. Rice, Foden. Henderson to Rice. Walker's there.
Well, there's only so much you can really do. What can you do to stop showmanship and gamesmanship and things like that? I'm not sure what you can do. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one because, you know, you'll punish someone for something and then another team will do it. So they'll find a different way of doing it, you know.
So often you see defenders in that kind of situation when a player's taking a shot on there, very quick to kind of turn their body. They don't want to put themselves in front of the ball, but he was the complete opposite. Right down the line of the shot and taking it fully on the top of the head and still feeling the effects, but it looks...
If he is struggling with that and feeling effects, then really, and we had this in the opening game against Iran with the Iranian goalkeeper.
God, he's got a decent beard, hasn't he?
But still, he has to go. He has to go off.
Well, that's exactly right. You just got to listen to the advice that the medical team are giving you. And I think
welcome to the stream, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe.
And I think the medical team will make the correct decision.
Oh, straight on the top of his head.
It's where it hits you. If that catches him on his forehead or even in his face, he'd probably be okay. But because it's right on top of his head, it just has a different impact. And that's obviously what's caused the issue for Nico Williams.
Well, Connor Roberts is ready.
So Nico Williams is coming off. Roberts looks like he's going to be coming on.
Nico Williams has been brave enough at this tournament. He doesn't need to be any more stoic than he's already been.
Well, he's been fantastic. And
what do you mean he's been brave already? They've only drawn one game and lost the other. Hardly heroic.
So if Nico doesn't feel right, he needs to get himself off. Able deputy and Connor Roberts waiting to come on.
But you're never going to do that, are you, Gavin?
Well, you're not.
That's the problem. Yeah, I think as a player, you're never coming off the pitch, so it just has to be taken out of your hands.
I think the medical staff have to take control, and Sean Connolly knows all about this.
Yeah.
Right back himself in his playing days.
Why is he going to come off? It's a massive game. He's not going to want to come off.
He's going off now,
And
and
this is once again highlighting what happened in the first in the first game against England and Iran. You know, there's a head injury. You've got to be able to take him off. Now, I think it needs to be changed. So, for example, like in rugby, where, you know, you can have a 10-minute head assessment, sub come on, and if you're doing better, you can go back on. They need to. I think that's a huge change because, look, he may go off, had a head assessment, and actually be okay, but he can't go back on. I think that's something that can be implemented at the higher levels of football.
that's gone down as a suspected concussion substitution, which means
the only plus is they get an extra sub because of down with a head injury.
be a free kick for Wales.
36 minutes and 20 gone. Yes, of course you can. Can I ask you a question, Rob? Yeah. Wales, Gareth Bale. If the striker is a target man, where is he? See, I don't. I just remember the days when Gareth Bale was at Southampton at my club and was a left back, and then he went to playing left wing, didn't he, for Spurs? He's obviously on the right, but he's not close, is he? He's not. He's not close to the target man, if that's something. Yeah, he's not. I don't know. He's not linking up, is he? But there's not a lot of linking up. Nice, nice, nice. Go on, Rashford. Foden. Ah, over the goal. Nice little bit of footwork there from those lads. Really good footwork. There's Rashford. Walker with a little back heel. Rashford again. Poor finishing by Foden. He didn't even look at the goal. Just assuming where the goal was on that one.
That's what England can do. And they really turn it on and go through the
No, I don't think anything's really gone down that right side though, if that helps. It was an awful haircut. Yeah, I said unfortunately I don't think a lot has gone down that right side until now, as I say. There you go. Bale's got. Oh, that was a nice bit of footwork from Bale. just as you say that. Bang, and the dirt is gone. USA have taken the lead against Iran. Interesting.
Happy to run at Mepham. Rice.
Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, USA. Pulisic has scored. 38th minute, Pulisic. So yeah, that's not good for Wales. But overhead kick from Rashford, not quite. I don't see it as a massive problem just yet. You know, it doesn't matter what the scoreline is as long as it's a draw, right? I think. And Wales still need to win or hit his shin.
Just comes off his shin.
So yeah, 1-0 USA.
With a deflection, Marcus Rashford, but I'm just looking at Connor Roberts and Chris
bum.
Essentially marking one, need to get that communication right. Who's marking who? Can't be allowed that time and space inside the 18-yard box.
There's just a little
yeah.
glance there as well.
I know on FIFA, I don't know if it's on it this year. I know on FIFA 22. FIFA 22, they had it where you can play matches where if a goal goes in, a player goes off. What they need to do... Oh, Foden, hang on. Be with you again in a second. Rashford. Oh, poor pass back in. Yeah, they have a game mode where if you score, a player goes off on your own team. I think they need to do something like that, don't they? Let's just spice it up a little bit. FIFA mode.
Could Rashford pick out the right pass? I think Bellingham's the one that he was going for at the back post, as you can see here.
Well, England are certainly getting the closer to scoring, aren't they? Certainly getting the closer. 40 minutes and 10 seconds into the game now. And a few of them are going to get told off. Bum. England. Oh, that is awful. This is why you need James Ward-Prowse. We clearly got no one that can take corners and no one that can take free kicks. Another corner? Yes, another corner. It's a serious point, though. It's a serious point. It doesn't seem like we've got anyone that can take corners, no one that can take free kicks. James Ward-Prowse, where is he? Because bloody Southgate has got no interest in him. Don't think he's good enough. Just complete nonsense. No one attacking that. Back out for a throw for England, though. God, they're a bit slow announcing that.
Lead Iran by a goal to nil. Chelsea's Christian Pulisic has got it.
that means the USA would go above Iran into second place and qualify with England. It also means the only scenario for Wales is they've got to win by 4 or more in this one, but it can all turn around again.
41-30.
At the moment,
England have certainly looked more comfortable. They've pretty much been camped in the Welsh half. So it's more positive. That's all we've got at the moment. I know there's no goals. I know there's no goals at the moment, but it could be worse, right? It could be worse.
Maguire to Stones.
I've got a feeling Wales might need to win 2-0.
The USA versus Iran. Try and keep the politics out of sport in that one.
Yeah.
Maguire.
I expect the Yanks have been delivering all their bloody weapons to Iran.
A nigh on impossible task to keep it in.
Yeah, it was a poor ball.
Well, Mike, it's looking that way at the moment. Wales need to do something. Unfortunately, the game, it's sort of out of their hands. Yes, they need to win, but actually qualifying is out of their hands. But on a plus side, they've got to the World Cup, which is something they haven't done for many, many, many years. So even being here for this, Wales being at the World Cup is a bigger achievement than Australia being at the World Cup, which is insane, right? With some of the players, you know, Wales have got Joe Allen, Gareth Bale, Daniel James, but being at the World Cup, Aaron Ramsey, being at the World Cup is a bigger achievement for Wales than it is for Australia to be at the World Cup, which is insane, right? Hi, Gareth. Hello, mate.
The red line in Doha, so I've been told.
Yeah. I've heard about this place, JJ. Have you been there or not?
Oh, the guys has exposed himself a little bit there.
There's Kane.
Bit of a dodgy cross there, but it's worked out. Luke Shaw, Rashford's in the penalty area. Just do some tricks, see if you can beat him. See if you can win a penalty. Go on, you see what you got. Little shimmy. No one knows who wants it here. Go on. Go on, do him. Corner ball. Corner ball. That's okay. Got to be able to put a good ball in, though. That's the main thing.
Because he's almost a free spirit in the side. He can go where he wants. He drifts up on the left. He makes runs into the box. He's the one that I think is going to cause a lot of confusion in that defensive line.
The problem is, though,
Foden's corner.
the problem is, though, Sean, is that you know, England are playing so high, so Wales are struggling to get out. You know, the attackers are not going to get much of the ball in this game. So players like Bale, they're going to really struggle because they're not getting the service like they do at their normal clubs.
Players on the ball. England have done a good job when they have lost the ball. They're very quick to hunt the ball back. Wales haven't shown enough quality in possession.
Sure.
Who have we got? Guy Mowbray again? Or is that ITV?
Free kicks all week. Just waiting for one moment.
And it might well come.
I can't think. All right, Gareth. Right, it's literally coming up 5 minutes. The second half, Gareth, I'm sure will be better than the whole of the England-USA game. Okay, so stick around and watch this. All right, I'm sure it'll be better. I'm sure. I'm positive. Even though England only need a win, only need a draw, to be fair. So they may just give up when it's about 70 minutes. Oh, Welsh have the ball. And a dodgy tackle by Walker.
Free kick for Wales.
Just halting potential Wales attack there. Carl Walker following Dan James right across the pitch.
Yeah.
To get 2 or 3 passes in, and as soon as Daniel James gets his head up, though, the tackle's coming in.
I know. I think if they're going to do that, Sean, it's going to be later in the game. They're going to try and get it last ditch. If they did that, really throwing the kitchen sink at it. It will be last ditch by Wales. It won't be this half. I think they just want to go in 0-0. That would be fine for them. Last 20 minutes, really push. Last 10 minutes, really, really push. If the result is still 0-0. So they have made a point. They have made a point about added time. That they are really giving extra just to cover for, injuries, subs. They're doing more than what they normally would. Great header by Walker. So they're really overdoing it.
Given straight to Jordan Henderson.
Kane with the ball. He doesn't know what... Oh, no, he does make a nice pass out to the wing. Luke Shaw back in the middle, but a poor pass. I think that's been our main problem so far. It's the final product. The final product has not been good enough. Is a corner. Is a corner. Time check. 47:25. Don't think it would have been on target, but England corner.
It's the one thing in this first half. England played really well. They'll be reasonably pleased. I think they'll feel they just could have worked the goalkeeper a little bit more.
Foden.
All the way at the back. Ward's got it covered. Ward's got it covered. 48 minutes gone.
Easy one in the end for him. Could head a back across goal. Could have been awkward.
It's obviously an area that England feel Wales are weak. Yeah.
That is the way they're playing these corners, right to the back post. They may end up wanting to mix it up at some point.
Ethan Ampadu stood the test so far.
Yeah, and he's just got a blow. It's only a glancing blow, this one. There's no need for prolonged treatment here, but Ethan Ampadu needed a bit of a break.
Why do these young lads feel it necessary to have a tiny little patch of hair there?
Just gets the first contact.
Is that a good look?
John Stones, coming in behind as well.
Danny Ward will get this up and away as far as he possibly can.
Oh, that is a big kick. Very big kick.
Moore. Ramsey.
Here we go. Ramsey with the ball now, playing it out wide. It's a poor pass, really. It was a poor pass by Ramsey, but Rashford gets out for a throw for the Welsh.
Possibly wasn't necessary. The referee is going to have a word with him. And a brief word with Rashford too.
Don't think you need to have a word with him, really. Good man management, I suppose, but probably didn't need it. Maybe I'll try and grow one. Little tuft of, fluff. Right, Roberts has a big throw, apparently. And he doesn't actually do it. Gone out to the middle. Joe Allen. Oh, that's probably their first attempt, I think, but way over. I think it's probably the second there, Gareth.
Even I was expecting a long throw in, but well worked into Chris Mepham. Nice ball into Joe Allen. Back inside onto that left.
I love how Harry Kane is literally standing there like it's a free kick.
Always rising. Good moment for Wales, though.
And that's half time. The players going in for half time. It'd be interesting to hear what the pundits have to say. It's normally a nonsense. But a more positive performance by England. We've been camped in the Welsh half for pretty much all of that. We haven't... Oh my God, it's been so much better. It's been... Oh, Chesney Hawkes is live on the field. Nice. It's been the opposite of the United States game. England have pushed and pressed the Welsh, and that is what we wanted to see in the United States game, which we didn't get. So straight away, it is an improvement for sure. So currently, England, with the current standings, England with the 4+ goal difference with 5 points. Second is USA on 5 points with +1. And then it's Iran and Wales sitting in bottom. Let's see what the team have to say.
Into goals, you've got to try and England's best moments, I feel, have been when Wales have actually attacked them. You've got to try and draw them out because getting that many men behind the ball is very difficult to
spot on by Shearer. Shearer's basically saying that it's quite difficult because the Welsh are sitting back very deep. So you almost need... Hi, Alan. Hello, mate. You almost need the Welsh to come forwards to create space round the back. Spot on, spot on. But at the moment, it's not going to happen. The Welsh are going to want to... Yeah, the Welsh are going to want to park the bus until that last 20 minutes where they can then try and attack and try and get England off guard. But it's not going to happen until then. I think it's going to be a real tight game. It's going to be a real tight game until that happens. Because, you know, Wales cannot afford to go 1-0 down until they really need to try. A 0-0 is a good result at the moment for Wales. They obviously need the Americans to draw, so it is out of their hands, but that's what happens when you play like crap, especially losing to Iran. Even a draw would have been good for Wales against Iran, for Christ's sake, and they ballsed it up. Oh, Hennessy kicked his head in. Thanks for joining, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you haven't got access to the game, most people should. But the game is showing live in the Discord server, down in the description. So you're welcome to join.
And one of those led to probably the best chance of that half, didn't it? Marcus Rashford's opportunity.
They really are pulling at strings here because there weren't many good chances. Well, not many good chances at all.
Exactly the way that England want to see things happen. Win the ball in the turnover. Declan Rice does magnificently well here. Pounces, anticipates, and
that was the best chance and probably the only chance. The one-on-one with the goalkeeper. But look at this. I said, brilliant goalkeeping for that. Absolutely incredible goalkeeping. Quick off his line. Look at this. Look how big he made himself. I think the problem was Rashford on that attempt really did... he opened his body up in a way that made it pretty obvious that that's the way he was going. Made it easy for the goalkeeper as well there, partly because of that.
I think the first example of that led to a really brilliant bit of England play on the counter-attack.
Yeah, the one touch and two touch.
Sorry, Sam02 says, "Hi bro, I have a challenge for you. You need to add some full stops for starters. Do rock, paper, scissors with someone and loser will be saying yes to winner on live, like winner will be boss and loser his assistant, and you two people to do it." Okay, that doesn't make sense, but okay.
Those that are old enough to remember Duncan Edwards, born in the same part of the world, and apparently everyone thought that he was going to be one of the greatest midfield players ever, and sadly died in the Munich air crash, of course. And what a player!
What's that?
Yeah, fabulous. But I mean, we've just seen glimpses today, but he's getting the licence to roam a little bit. And I think if you're going to have any criticism of England, maybe think about having a more a player that can come in and do a bit more like. Henderson's in there. So the
Iran versus USA is 1-0 at half-time then.
The Welsh midfield was always the concern. Alan's made a difference, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He's our best player. He's just holding there.
I still think take Harry Kane off. I really do think Harry Kane could come off. I don't think he's really done anything. I think you just want a little bit more energy. I think if we could disrupt... If we're going along the lines of what we're saying, that Wales are basically camping and parking the bus until the last 20 minutes of the game, Harry Kane is not doing anything to disrupt that defence. Having someone like Callum Wilson, who goes behind the defence, just make them disorientated a little bit. I think someone like Callum Wilson would be much better in this situation than Harry Kane. But Harry Kane does seem to be the golden boy, doesn't he, for Southgate? Not sure why, though. He wasn't trying to cross the ball.
It is his game, isn't it?
It is his game, and he's very good at doing it. But again, when he's in there and he's trying to be that focal point, I think that ball can be pinged up to him like that a little bit quicker to get the best out of him.
Yeah. Okay. How big a miss will Nico Williams be?
Well, it's unfortunate for him. He's obviously blocked the shot and you know, brilliant.
Right, I'm going to be back in a second. Just going to use the toilet. Yeah, get talking amongst yourselves. I just want to check this, the poll, by the way. 67 votes in. 76% think England. 24% think Wales. So the percentage has gone up for the Welsh. Has gone up for them. Back in a second, guys.
It has to come. I would say to I5, what on earth are you waiting for? Because everyone is under pressure then to make a decision. You've got the doctors and the physios are on the pitch trying to buy a little bit of time. If they were able to get him off for 10 minutes, assess him, bring someone on, and then make their mind up there rather than being put under huge pressure on the
rugby,
pitch.
Don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
What are we waiting
common
for?
sense.
What on earth is I5 waiting for? Do it now.
We've got a little bit of the touch map of Wales, but we obviously know they're playing deep. They're playing a game that hoping for a late winner or something.
No, it's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely. That's what I said before the game. I think that we need to sit in and be. First and foremost is don't take yourself out of the game. Stay in the game for as long as possible, which they've done up to half time. We know that we're going to be deep. I think that we play better football when we sit in a little bit. And yeah, okay, we haven't had the lion's share of possession, which is fine. I think we're all happy with that. Yeah. Joe Allen had the shot towards the end of
Let's have a look at it. You've queued it up nicely, and well, I think Jordan Pickford might have had it covered. Watch this. It's a wide shot.
Just keep it warm. Just keep it warm. He hasn't had anything to do, has he?
I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper that dives for balls that are going miles wide or high than as much as Jordan Pickford. Great stuff. Yeah. Ian, we spotted someone in the crowd that's a ringer for you. Did you? Yeah, have a look. Is it your twin brother?
I think it's John Aldridge.
There you go. That fella there. Next to Didier Drogba.
Yep.
You still got your pace, haven't you? You whizzed back up to the studio.
You have to get back.
You're getting excited there. Look, you're too nervous to twitching.
Wales are attacking their own end of
Have you ever wondered how to win a World Cup? I never stop.
Do you win the World Cup?
Do it your way, whatever it is, but just do it differently.
It's the pinnacle of the beautiful game. But what's the secret to this elusive formula?
Small things decide the games.
Hear the facts.
What did just happen?
Feel the passion.
Need to give your all. Everybody wants to get their hands on it.
As legends explain.
Now you're in trouble.
How to win the World Cup. Available to watch now on BBC iPlayer.
The Match of the Day Top 10 World Cup specials are available now on iPlayer and BBC Sounds. Keep up to date with all the latest news on the BBC World Cup Daily Podcast. Listen on BBC Sounds. France versus Tunisia is our next live game tomorrow. A bit of Mbappe, we love that. BBC One at 2:30.
So, you love a dramatic game. That's excellent. Then stick with BBC One after the match for The Traitors. 22 players with one goal to win up to £120,000. But hidden amongst them, 3 traitors who want to steal it all.
No!
Expect trickery, tension and betrayal.
Not a traitor, I swear on everything!
Could you spot a traitor? Let the mind games begin.
Let's bring you up to date with what's been happening in the Iran-USA game. Your commentator, Steve Wilson.
Robinson. And Ware. Yunus Musa's little clip ball in, and the header was won and won well. Pulisic in the air with a very good header, actually. Sargent hits it. This will come to Ware. But he had so much more time than that.
Sorry, Dave Oz, but we invented the sport. We decide what it's called.
It's come to Josh Sargent and driven over the top of the crossbar by Ware, and composure deserted him here.
I would say, Dave, if you have to put Aussie rules in front of the word football, then it sort of proves that it's not, you know, yeah, I'm happy with it still being football, but it's a more different style of football, isn't it?
Potentially huge goal for USA as it stands. A reminder: England will go through.
I just want to Google something.
Would face Senegal on Sunday. Wales will be out, of course, unless they can go on to beat England by.
What does FIFA stand for? Fédération Internationale de Football Association.
Possibly if England don't score.
Not Soccer Association.
Which is currently the USA will take on the Netherlands. Gareth Southgate, will he make changes?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Doesn't like to make 2 changes early. Lots of managers we've seen in this competition have sometimes done it at half time. We've seen Brazil do it frequently, haven't we?
Well, look, the one thing I'm sure he's looking at is what Rio said a little bit earlier, is that if you're going to take one off, it would be perhaps one of the midfielders, probably Henderson, just to get that a little bit more creativity.
I see.
That midfield. Who's someone who
would you bring on?
I see a sort of a sly dig about it's summer over there and winter over here. I feel. Charlie's just got home from work. She's just making herself some cheese on toast.
Sort of game with his twists and turns and his little bit of creativity would be perfect.
Yeah, he's the one player in the squad other than even putting a Foden back in it. I'd like to see Foden more central, but Maddison has got that vision and that creativity and that personality and character.
Yes, that is true. So at college, doing sport and PE, we learned a lot about the origins of football and football and rugby were formed in its current, more or less current form about the same time. Yeah. Where's Pix?
Someone like a Brennan Johnson.
Hello, Pix.
Maybe to go in behind a little bit more, but they just focus on this next 45 minutes and do exactly what they've done. Wait for that one chance and try and take it.
Yeah, I would try and get the Yanks kicked out of the World Cup. Or the Welsh will be hoping for that as well now, wouldn't they?
You know, at some point you can't just keep sitting back for the whole time. You've got to wait for that one special moment. Or that, you know, once the game gets on a little bit, you start to push, which is dangerous because then you open up.
I'm pretty sure it
will. Well, most games have, haven't they? Most games have this. A lot of games have been like a little bit cagey.
Yeah, but who do you put on? As said Sean, the problem is he's not going to be any use yet because of the style of play that the Welsh are currently playing. You know, players are coming out now, but I don't think it's going to make any difference at the moment. It's going to be the last 20 minutes, even the last 15 minutes, when the Welsh should start pushing up and attacking. There's no point until then. So if Gareth Bale, you know, he's not going to be useful at the moment.
I don't know whether there's anything wrong with Gareth Bale, but I mean, he wasn't really involved in the first.
Gareth, I'm pretty sure that is not accurate. I know the story of William Webb Ellis. I don't think that's real.
Let's rejoin our commentary team.
I really don't.
Neil Jones and Neil Taylor on BBC Wales. And for ourselves, Jermaine Genus, Danny Gabidon, and Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Gary. Yeah, that Wales change. Brennan Johnson of Nottingham Forest has replaced Gareth Bale.
Wow.
We are thinking that is because of an injury of some sort.
There you go. Commentators are thinking it's because of an injury. I still think that's... If it wasn't because of an injury, I don't think it wouldn't have made sense. Because like I said, you still need him. He's still an influential player. There you go. Danny Gabidon and Jermaine Genus are both co-commentators with Guy Mowbray as the main one.
Yeah, he was great.
He's not that old, for Christ's sake. I need to find out how old he is now. He's only 33. Well, Ronaldo's still doing it at the age of 37. Okay, we need... If England can break this now, take Kane off. If England can break this Welsh defence, I think it would really scupper the Welsh plans.
For Wales, that Gareth Bale having to come off. such a key player for Wales, but what an opportunity for Brennan Johnson. A lot of people saying that he is the future of Welsh football. What an opportunity for him to come on in a game of this magnitude. Can he be the hero? Can he be the match winner?
Pix, can you get down, please? Go annoy Mum.
Whatever happens today, we will see Bale in a Welsh shirt again, I'm sure. He was asked the question.
Yeah. The commentator's saying about seeing Gareth Bale in another World Cup. And
Absolutely not. There's a nudge from Johnson. The referee is going to give a free
yeah, Gareth Bale basically said he will be playing in another World Cup if he, well, I suppose if he gets picked. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yes, nudging the back of Luke Shaw, but what he will do, if you can get Brennan Johnson on the ball, he is fearless. You'll have no other thought in his mind but getting into those 1v1 situations against Luke Shaw and looking to get the better of him.
I'm only joking, Cal. I found the dig that wasn't really there. I'm only messing.
Right choice in the end, guy.
Dad David played for England B when there was such a thing.
He actually made my debut.
Hey, well, if Gareth Bale stays playing in the US, you know, it's sole retirement village, so it'll be a relaxed pace, won't it? It's not the most challenging of leagues, is it? So it'll probably give him an extra lease of life. Saying that he was on the bench most of the time, or not playing when he was at Real Madrid, was he?
Walker to Stones, and here's Maguire.
I know. Hello, Scud. I know the yeah, feather touch and falling over is bad, isn't it? It's awful. We are getting a free kick though. We won't do anything with it because we've got no free kick takers that are any good.
Just going to say, Jermaine, it does seem to be that Gareth Southgate has instructed an increase in pace.
Well, he had a really good look at this.
Gareth Southgate's. I think he's fallen over.
I think this is why there's such a clamour for.
He's fallen over. Foden was falling over before he even made any contact.
Especially against teams that are going to sit off.
Yeah, he's dived.
Kind of, I'm not having this type mentality, and I'm going to make something happen. And you need players like that in your team.
So 48 minutes 35 gone. 1, 2, 3, 6 players round here.
Who takes this? Harry Kane.
Yeah, if you see the body position of those legs, Foden was going down whether he got a touch or not. Let's be honest. It wasn't a natural stepping motion, was it? Thanks for spoiling it, guys. Thanks for spoiling it for me.
He came on against Iran. His first major tournament goal. It's a Manchester United man to strike, however you look at it. And it is Rashford.
Goal! However, I knew there was a goal because you guys told me. Thanks.
And it is absolutely magnificent.
Well, I'm watching on iPlayer.
What a strike from Marcus.
Well, 1-0. Finally, England get themselves. Finally, England get themselves a free kick.
Scoring regularly for his country again.
Yeah, you could
What is he doing? What is he doing?
He was over on it straight away.
Nonsense. Religious nonsense.
Knowing exactly what he's capable of, and he just does, Danny Ward.
Actually, I don't think he should have been done there. I think Ward should have been much better. Ward was jumping, thinking it was going to go around the wall. Oh, I'm not sure if that's good goalkeeping or not. I think that's poor goalkeeping. Don't want to take it from Rashford. Good enough, scored. Goalkeeper could have done better there, I think. 50-45.
And he's won the ball. For it to go Kane's way. And there's
Goal! That is game over for the Welsh. The Welsh are going home. 2-0 England, 51 minutes. Yeah. Picks, get down. Get down. Scratching me. It's game over.
Well, talk about stepping it up.
Well, I would prefer if you hold off. Sean, please. You know when I see they'll score because, you know, I react to it. Yeah. With all due respect, Alan. With all due respect, if England played like this against United States would have lost. You know, we've played like we should have today. We've pressed. We've played higher. We've given Wales no ability to get out of their own half. Whereas against USA, we stayed in our own half and allowed US to actually enter our half and create chances. So it's pleasing to see, much more pleasing to see England playing this way that they have been for the whole game. Sadly, Wales could not keep the bus parked, apparently. Hi, Sue. I just think England were probably more happy for the draw. Yeah, they were more happy with the draw against US, which was really disappointing to see because, as I said, with all due respect, United States are not a good team. Pulisic, great player. They've got some speed, but yeah. Hi, Gobby.
Haven't won when it's been 0-0 at half-time in any of their last 6 World Cup games, but they are well and truly in the box seat now. Wales have to summon up everything that they've got left.
I don't think Wales are going to have anything anywhere near enough to do this.
It's a tricky one for Wales, though, because you say that they can put as much.
Yeah, 2-0 to England. 53.5 minutes. This will confirm England being top of the group stage. Not that I know who they'll end up playing. Well, so Cal, look, I hear what you're saying, and as a fan, it's made all of us England fans angry that England seemed happy with the draw. But you sort of do just enough to get through. And actually a win would have been enough. But I think what drawing against US allowed us to basically be a little bit more comfortable in the last game without overcommitting and letting a goal in. That's the thing with a system which allows draws, you know. You've sometimes got to look at the bigger picture, even if it is bloody awful to watch.
Better build-up play from Wales on our hand side, deep cross to the far post, and Daniel James probably the most advanced we've seen him in all of this game.
Exactly. You rather draw than lose. If we had lost against United States, which we never should have, but if we lost, it puts us in a lot tougher position where we, really we had to win. So.
Moore's had a go, and Pickford, well, he was going the other way and just managed to adjust in the nick of time.
Reacts really well, Pickford. Kiefer Moore just dropping deep and he's taking the shot on. Just nicks off the head. I think it's Harry Maguire. He has to react quickly.
Good reactions though from Pickford. Good reactions after the ball changing directions.
Visible Wales response.
Right. Well, yeah, Wales are actually attacking. They have to now.
James Cross.
Boom.
And the flag is up for offside. As Maguire did his usual thing anyway.
Really good goalkeeping from
The thing is, I know we're 2-0 up, and I don't want them to kill the game.
Fantastic strike by Marcus Rashford, but
Here we go. Right, some subs being made. Callum Wilson getting some more game time. Good.
He's expecting Rashford to dip it over the wall to his right-hand side, and he just catches him out. Possibly maybe just looking to the right as well to try and get a clear view of the shot, but the quality of the strike, and he's just not able to get back the other way, is he?
He's got to let the wall do its job. Yeah. He can't be guessing at that point.
It's good that he's actually... I'm happy that he's making subs at this time in the game. The result is really should be there now. You know, a 2-0. Yes, it's never 100%, but the result is basically there now. Walker's had his game time. You know, gives him his little extra fitness that he needs after being injured. Getting other players a bit of fitness as well. Good that he's doing it early. Finally, Harry Kane's coming off. Get rid of that idiot. Useless.
And Calvin Phillips enters the World Cup. He's been out for some time with a shoulder injury.
A draw is perfectly acceptable, Cal. A draw is perfectly acceptable. If two teams are evenly matched, then a draw is fair. A draw is a fair result. So Callum Wilson, Alexander-Arnold and Phillips on. Rice off, Walker off, and Harry Kane off.
The skipper's done his bit with another assist.
And whilst England were making those changes, Wales were giving some treatment to Ben Davies. Sean Connolly's had to work hard tonight.
Maybe disappointed Ben Davies with his part in the second goal. Wales looking to play out, and he's normally fairly assured in possession of the football, but it has been an issue for Wales. Retention of the ball.
That's fine.
Options for players on the ball. He doesn't have one there. He tries to cut back inside. Good from Rashford, and Harry Kane. How he even sees that pass, I'm not sure he does. He's just trying to put it into an area, just hoping someone's there.
Well, that's certainly goes in the way of all the fans that wanted Phil Foden playing. Lots of fans were very disappointed that Phil Foden didn't even come on as a sub in the last game to change things up. So that will certainly work in their favour. Rashford needs to get that bit of bum fluff off his hair, off his chin as well.
Well worth it for Marcus Rashford in particular. What a moment that must be.
Ben Davies is off.
To make a change as well. So
and Morel is on.
In place of Ben Davies. What's that done to the shape of the Wales team, Danny?
Yeah, it just looks like Connor Roberts might be the man that's gone into that left-back position. Possibly Ethan Ampadu now playing right-back. Morel slotting into that midfield area alongside Joe Allen.
Morel of Portsmouth.
Oh, he's a skate. I hope the Welsh lose now.
There's Ramsey. And there to nab it from him was Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, exactly, Sean. Yeah, exactly.
Henderson. Mepham. Callum Wilson will
59-35 gone. Still plenty of time though for the Welsh if they can. Yeah, it's either plenty of time for the Welsh to get back into it or plenty of time for England to score more. But look at the difference. England are 2-0 up and we were pressing. Now what? Look at this. We're pressing. We've pressed all the way back to the goalkeeper. We're 2-0 up. We probably don't need to now. This is the time I would have expected England just to settle for the 2-0. No, I want England to press and try and get more. Make the Welsh make mistakes. Here we go. Got to be a bit more sensible with the press. There we go. The Welsh will make a mistake. That is the thing. Welsh have got good players, but look, we've just seen they've brought on a player from Portsmouth. Portsmouth down in what? League One. Are they in the Championship now? Either way. I think they're in League One. Oh, that's naughty. That's bad. Aaron Ramsey. That's a yellow.
And Ramsey gets a yellow card straight away and immediately apologises to Liverpool skipper.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I don't want to see. But there's no reason why the English can't punish Welsh. Like I said, players from Portsmouth, for Christ's sake. They ain't any good. There's a reason why they're not in the Premier League and they play for Portsmouth.
Daniel James. Oh, yeah, they can be really sore then. He's going for the ball, Aaron Ramsey, but yeah, that would have really rocked Jordan Henderson's ankle. That screams fully understandable.
Well, mate, Gareth, Portsmouth players, dirty skates, aren't they? Filthy skates, a lot of them. They got no ability.
Henderson to possibly carry on from this one. Excellent play from Rashford initially. He's done that on a number of occasions. Worked really hard for England on and off the ball. You know, but fantastic.
Yeah, but they've scored 2, Cal. They've scored 2. And the other team scored 0.
Just looking to do a similar thing and recover and make a tackle.
You say that, Dieter, but how's the Welsh rugby at the moment? The Welsh rugby is almost as bad, well, it's worse than the English rugby, right?
Henderson's upright. Sunderland stock. He'll carry on. Captain of England now with Kane having left the field.
Some recovery that. I'm sure we needed the screen possibly, but did look like a nasty one. He's lucky to get away with that one. Seems to be okay.
Stones. Wilson loses out. Just caught Rodon as he jumped for that. Rodon has gone down on his haunches as a result.
He just heads the back of Callum Wilson's head. He's going for this. Yeah, straight into the back of his head. Nowhere near the ball. It's a foul, if anything, on Callum Wilson.
Wilson's 6th cap. 2nd appearance at this tournament. Another who's been beset by so many injury problems the last couple of years, but he did everything he could.
63-20.
Score goals for Newcastle.
I really don't want this game to die.
30.
I really don't. I want, for example, players like Callum Wilson, Calvin Phillips, to really show why they should be starting. You know, I really want them to impress.
Well, Danny, we're at 64 minutes nearly now. Is it the end of the road for Wales?
Yeah.
Starting to look that way. Robert Page would be really disappointed with 2 goals conceded off the back of a well-organised first half. And
64 minutes now. Push, 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 push. Press, press. Come on, Callum. Go on, Callum. And there's the mistake from the Welsh goalkeeper. Sadly, Rashford's offside.
Mr. President in the house.
Yeah, I think Gavin, hi mate. I think Australia have a brilliant chance of getting through to the knockouts. They really do have a great chance. Look, they lost against France, but they did put up a fight. That was great to see. And then winning against Tunisia, it was only 1-0, but it was enough. That really gives them a chance. I think all they have to do now is draw against Denmark. A draw or a win against Denmark. The percentages are in their hands now for Australia. So, yeah.
Still have a couple of changes left available to them. Just looking at who hasn't had any minutes in the competition yet.
I said it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game against Denmark for Australia, but at least Australia, you know, they only need a draw. So this is the thing, Cal. Cal, you're saying you don't believe in draws or whatnot, but actually playing the game, it makes it more interesting because, you know, percentage-wise now, over a tournament, they only need to draw. So it's all about the tactics. You know, I love AFL, but the tactics they just feel almost non-existent. But with football, you know, when you come to these tournaments like the World Cup, it's not just about winning every game. It is about doing enough. It is about looking at what the other teams are doing. You know, the tactics that may come into mind for the Aussies is they park the bus. They do everything they can to draw. They don't want to give. It's not always. That's the thing, though, Cal. It's not always. It's not always bad to watch a draw. Some, you know, a 1-1 draw, a 2-2 draw, a 3-3 draw. Yeah, granted, sometimes a 0-0 draw can be dull, but not all draws are dull. That's completely wrong. But as I said, you know, Australia are now going to have to think of a way just to get a draw because that's all they need. Sometimes attacking. Sometimes attacking creates space in your back line and makes you vulnerable. You know, tactics, that's what it's about, and that's what you get in football, which I don't think you get. You don't get as much in Aussie rules. Bear in mind, this is coming from someone who loves Aussie rules.
Stones teasing Kiefer Moore. He's always going back to Pickford.
Yeah, for sure, Gavin. Yeah, for sure, mate. I completely agree. It gives it that little extra edge, you know. Like I said, if you've got two brilliant... Like, if it's just a normal game and you've got two teams that are evenly matched and neither team deserves to win and neither team deserves to lose, then a draw is a perfect result. Rashford with the ball coming into the penalty area. Does this little chop. Oh! It's game over. It's through his legs. 3-0. The Welsh are going home. Oh. Well done, Rashford. Nice chop. The Welsh should know that that's what he does. Hi, Skull and Crossbones. Well done, Rashford. That's why he should be playing instead of bloody Sterling. Nice passing. 1-2. Big ball up to Rashford. Look at this. That's not that Pompey lad, is it? I think Rashford did the old Pompey lad. Oh. Oh, that is poor. Close your legs, Ward. 68 minutes 40 gone. 3-0 to England. See you later, Gobby. So, at the moment, it's England and United States going through to the knockouts. Wow. Yeah. Rashford can actually take it past players as well. He does this little chop.
Getting behind, he's in trouble. Allows Rashford to come inside, and that's when he needs a little bit of help, to be fair. I'm looking at the players inside of him. Maybe Joe Run, can he get across and help his teammate?
Didn't they sing that to the Iran fans as well? Are you Scotland in disguise?
His mind was there of him squaring that ball to another player.
It's a funny thing, rotation, isn't it? You know, all of a sudden you're looking at a player who has to start for England. 3 goals at the tournament, playing the way he is. You're a manager.
I'm trying to hear what they're... I wish I would stop talking. I'm trying to hear what they're singing.
There's more.
I can't work out what they were singing.
Alexander-Arnold for England. Looking for Wilson.
I really want Callum Wilson to score. I really want Callum Wilson to get a goal. I just really want him to be able to show that, you know, why he should be selected over Harry Kane. Not that it would happen, but... Ooh, bad touch. Bad pass.
He was a really nice play as well.
70-30 gone. Well, what I'm trying to do, Cal, hopefully, Now, you've got to be open for this. But what I'm trying to do is offer you reasons why it can be good, but not just saying, oh, football's good. What I'm trying to give you is reasons, valid reasons, and talking about the tactics side of things. And I'm trying to explain why the teams would be doing certain things that they're doing. For example, in this game, just trying to explain the tactics of the Welsh were trying to park the bus until probably 70 minutes in, to try and then sneak an attack and try and get the result. And then trying to explain things about why they may be happy with a draw. Looking at Australia now, how the results have gone, why they may be happy to defend and try and hold on to a draw, why attacking can be a bad thing. Sometimes attacking, like I said, makes your defence open and vulnerable. So hopefully, that's what I'm trying to do. So hopefully, you'd appreciate that and learn more in terms of football. Stop calling it soccer. Ball in from Foden straight to the goalkeeper's hands.
So Jeff Hurst 66, Gary Lineker 86, Harry Kane 2018.
Sure. He slipped. The Welsh are on the attack, sort of. No, they are on the attack now. Johnson with the ball. Oh, he just kicked it straight at his legs.
It's a decent chance for Brennan Johnson on that occasion. Wales just evading the press.
Just remember, Cal, if you keep calling it soccer, you're basically as bad as the Yanks. Just saying, all right?
Something Marcus Rashford like, and makes it easy in the end for Trippier to get down the line of the shot.
Well, that slip from Phil Foden caused him a problem. He stayed down for quite a while after that. He's back up and running now. Marcus Rashford was just having a stretch as well, still is.
What's been really impressive about England as well, even at 3-0 dominating the game, still looking to press high from the front. Rashford, Wilson, Foden on that occasion as well.
It's when they're at their best. Whenever they're on the front foot, energetic, pressing teams, it just puts more energy in their performance. They seem to pass the ball better. I think that performance against USA, when they kind of sat off and tried to close down spaces by sitting into a mid or a low block on the pitch, it just doesn't suit the players they have.
Yeah, I think you look at, obviously, the likes of Sterling, Rashford, if you can win the ball high up the pitch, and teams are caught a bit more expansive, as you say, JJ, it just suits the players that they have more.
Definitely.
The eternal search goes on for the new Gaza, but you look at the likes of Foden and Maddison waiting in the wings, and even Conor Gallagher and plenty more others besides, and they play like kids. And I mean that in the best possible way. There's a freedom there. Enjoyment. England fans will be enjoying this. Wales fans need to keep that pride and just enjoy the memories that have been given to them by this team. Not just in Qatar, but the road to this World Cup finals.
Yeah, there'll be lessons.
Well, Scott, you've just got to learn better, buddy. You've got to learn better. Grealish is on his way. You should be taking this from me. Just remember, call it soccer, be like the Yanks. That's all I'm going to say.
What a reception for Marcus Rashford. England's 2-goal superstar tonight.
However, no, Sean, I love AFL, and I'm happy to call AFL football. I'm happy to call it Aussie rules football, actually, or footy, because you have to score. You have to score with your foot. You have to. You kick the ball to create a mark. Yes, they use their hands, but you could say goalkeepers use their hands. So Aussie rules football and football. Okay, or you can call it Aussie rules, whatever, AFL, but that's the competition rather than an actual game. Nice from Bellingham. Very good. Trent with the ball now. No one's supporting him. No, Henderson, you idiot. Don't stand behind the player.
The brakes are off here. Wilson stopped in his tracks. Little tug on the arm.
I'm not sure if I've been a fan of Henderson actually in this game. I thought he possibly had a good influence. I think Henderson. Exactly, Scott. You start calling it football, mate. Even in front of your friends. I think the only thing that Henderson's been really useful on is possibly his leadership. Otherwise, he hasn't really had much footballing ability.
It is. I'd much rather be here losing 3-0 than not being here.
Yeah, I agree with that, Cal. That is something I agree on. I'm happy to call Aussie rules football. Oh, that was a scrappy. I'm happy to call Aussie rules football, but this is also football, so Aussie rules is either Aussie rules, footy, or AFL, and this is football.
Bellingham would be disappointed he didn't get as much angle on that as he would have liked. Good save from Danny Ward.
Yeah, good save down low by Danny Ward.
Just trying to get anything on it to guide it towards goal.
Bit of a mess, though. Bit of a mess. $77.15.
Ward goes long looking for more. Morel. Roberts.
I'm assuming it's still 1-0. I'm assuming it's still 1-0 in the United States-Iran game. 76 minutes in, yeah, still 1-0. Even at this rate, well, actually, no, I don't know what. I think United States would have gone through if it was a draw because of the hammering England gave Iran to start off with. I think.
All that seems left for Wales is to try and get a goal before this day is done.
Yeah, it would be nice, and pride is at stake now. It really is. You don't want this to really get messy. It has been ragged.
I'm pretty sure England beat Wales in the last World Cup. Was it World Cup or Euros or something like that?
The second one from Phil Foden was the
78-30. 11 and a half minutes to go of normal time. There probably is no point of adding extra time on here, though.
Throughout this evening, we continued with the same methods.
I'm just interested to see how England would do against the likes of Brazil, France or Spain, though. Really, I'm interested, and I'm sure it will happen at some point. As long as we don't lose to our first knockout game. Yeah, as I said, the plan was there for Wales, and it just crumbled. It just crumbled in this second half. So, yeah, I feel bad for him, but screw it, we win.
Struggling coming into this tournament with a hamstring injury. Touch and go. Yeah, touch and go. He's going to be ready, so just really hope that isn't hamstring again.
Did you say he thought the referee was stopping the game for him to tie his bootlaces?
Well, it went down as though he was tying his bootlaces.
Have you ever seen that before?
No, but I've seen some strange refereeing decisions at a few games at this tournament.
What a bad shout that was.
Looks like Ruben Colwell's going to be coming on, and with the lack of football,
10 minutes left of the game.
With this game at 3-0, could possibly be questioning why Joe Allen wasn't maybe brought off a little bit earlier as well.
You know, fair play to him. He's been out there, nowhere near 100%, has he?
He's had to work hard.
Another Wales player that's just been unbelievable for his country for so many years.
Who is Colwell?
Obviously a team that has had so much success, and teams that you've been a part of, Danny.
And he goes off now for 20-year-old Ruben Colwell of Cardiff City to come on.
Cardiff City.
Only his 8th cap.
I'm wondering when the next round is, when the knockouts start.
Grealish.
When do the knockouts start?
Stones.
Problem is, the knockout, the chart on Google doesn't show you who... It shows you the knockouts, but it doesn't show you kind of first place of Group A, you know, first place of Group B and all that lot. The next game is Saturday the 3rd of December.
Boos around the stadium when Gianni Infantino's image just lit up the big screen.
Yeah, 3rd of December they start. So Saturday.
Wilson.
Does that mean if England win this, it will be England versus Senegal?
Many minutes away from patting themselves on the back for a good job done, but defending to be done first. Wales have a free kick won by Kiefer Moore.
I think the Welsh player was holding on to Harry Maguire then. Oh no, Harry Maguire. How can Harry... I saw Harry Maguire then. He pulled onto his shirt and he had the nerve to say to the referee he was holding on to me. What? What an absolute tosser. Oh man, I don't like... It's just the fact you know you've done something, but you tell the referee it was the other way around.
Pickford is getting himself ready. The determination and angst of a goalkeeper.
Cal, I was angry actually. I was quite angry. And I was angry that no one else was angry. If that makes sense.
Up steps Wilson.
But I thought there's nothing else I can do about it. It was so deflating. Seven minutes of normal time, just under.
Mepham. Roberts. Moore. Roberts. Colwell. Keeper Moore down. Roberts gets it in and it was almost laid into
Bang.
Oi!
Taxi!
Good composure from Wales in possession of the football.
God. Awful shot.
To play and Ramsey in. Ball just coming out to Colwell. Takes the strike on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That is what I was thinking. So England should play Senegal on Sunday at 7 o'clock.
Just for the closing stage.
I don't think I'll be watching it. I think I've got bowls. No, I don't. No, I do. No, I will be watching it. Excellent.
Talking of that red wall, we must pass on our condolences to the family and friends of Kevin Davis, Wales fan from Pembrokeshire, who passed away in Qatar on a trip out here with his son.
Sean, I think probably the next game will be the England game, I expect. I think. I don't know what I think. I think the next game will be the England game, if I'm honest. May have signed on Saturday, but I'm not sure, mate.
Wales get back home, some questions will be asked of why they haven't performed to the levels that they probably should have. You're looking at some of the senior players, one or two of them might call it a day. So then it's about the younger players coming through, the likes of Ruben Colwell, the likes of Brennan Johnson. How do Wales rebuild a team?
Unless I can get London Irish on, I don't think it's going to be on TV. London Irish versus Newcastle Falcons, 3 o'clock Saturday. I don't think I can watch that because I doubt it'll be on TV.
Fantastic attitude, even at 3-0.
Moore. Back to Colwell, who's had plenty of World Cup touches. That one was a bit heavy.
Well, the game is winding down now. Look at this, +7. +7 goal difference for England. Nicely done.
have struggled.
So the Iranians and the Welsh are going home after
Being
this.
energetic. It's just not been enough kind of options on the ball, not enough movement, fluidity, not enough composure.
It's been an interesting group, actually, because I think England, had quite an easy group compared to some other groups out there. So it really was a fight for... I think it really was a fight for second place on this group. A really interesting one, actually. I think a lot of the groups have been a fight for second and third, but this is any of the bottom three here could have got second place. I think Wales have been disappointing, really disappointing this tournament. I think the United States have done just enough, and Iran, well, hammered, won, lost. It's yeah, interesting one, I think. I didn't think Iran would be able to do as much as they did, but I didn't predict Wales would be so awful.
Still only 1-0 to the USA in the other game, so the Iran equaliser would have them finish in second place.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Iran only need a draw, apparently.
Saturday in England against Senegal.
Yes, Iran do only need a draw. That's an interesting one, isn't it?
Going to be a walk in the park.
Well, this is it at this point. Once you get to the knockout stages, there's no easy games. They're all there for a reason.
Yeah, it's disappointing, mate, because yeah, the Premiership rugby, not a lot of it being shown, sucks.
Put in a good performance, you put that USA performance to bed.
Yeah, we haven't come up against anyone difficult, really. With all due respect to United States, Wales, and Iran, none of them are good teams.
That game against Senegal, full of confidence, there's no doubt about that.
I'm just gonna whack the
Phillips.
I'm just gonna whack the USA game on. What channel is the USA game on? Try, because Iran only need one goal. USA Sports.
Gareth Southgate's record after this game is going to be 16 games at major tournaments, 10 wins, the most by any England manager.
Trying to work out what channel that will be on.
It's unbelievable when you hear the numbers. That there is any criticism at times. You just can't argue with what he produces at major tournaments. I know
Just want to keep an eye on that game, because that'll be an interesting one. I think I'd prefer Iran to go through, if I'm honest.
It can be tricky at
it's on
major tournaments. You've got to
Fox.
plot your way through, and this was one of those games he felt like he could open up, and the team of
New Zealand. Let's try New Zealand.
Is it not the case, though, that the freedom is there just at the right moments?
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's I think in the game against USA, he entered into it with caution, and in doing so, sometimes you get an odd performance. But guess what? They didn't lose the game, which enables them to come to this one and play with a bit more freedom. And it's just that's the understanding of being in the position. He's gaining all.
Oh, it's on ITV.
In the big moments in that.
Didn't realise it was on ITV. Interesting, they're showing both games.
16. Well, that's the result of good management.
For Jack Grealish, he takes plenty of those. And the other thing is, he picks his team, and he's the man responsible for it. The team isn't picked by committee, even though we all have a say. Used to be picked by committee. Back in 1950, the committee decided that Stanley Matthews shouldn't play. Walter Winterbottom, the manager, didn't have a say.
I think you're lying to me.
Lost 1-0 to the US.
Yeah, and isn't that what he should be judged by, Gareth Southgate? His performances in the tournaments. There's a lot of negativity.
BBC Two. I was going to say, I think you were lying to me. Looking at all the ITV channels, yeah, it's on BBC Two, isn't it?
Alexander-Arnold, Wilson up there again, working everything to try and find a chance for himself, although he's unselfish, as we've seen at this tournament. Roberts has got it out, and it has gone out already. It's going to be a corner. Sorry, Danny, you were saying.
I've just got the the Iran game on, just to keep an eye on that score, because that's an interesting one.
Iffy results around the Nations League and what have you, and you can't fault his record at major tournaments. And now it's just about England kind of going that, can they go that one step further?
That's right. It was on BBC Two. It was on BBC Two as well. I'm on 89 minutes in their game. On 9. Oh, how did he not score that one, John Stones? Ouch.
He'll be devastated. He's played really well, John Stones.
Yeah, I've just done this. I've just done the same, Gareth. I've got USA in the bottom corner of my screen. Because that's the interesting game now, really. Because this game's done. England will finish top of the group. Wales will finish bottom. But it's, yeah, who's going to get that second spot? Iran has still got. They've still got a chance.
England free kick. I think Wales just want to hear the whistle now. Go over to that red wall and all the other Wales fans inside the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium. Take the acclaim. Thank the supporters for what they've brought to the tournament. And go and relax and pat themselves on the back.
I'm not sure if they'll be patting each other on the back too much. They'll be
Yeah, they won't be patting each other on the back, will they?
Players, but as you say, guy in time, there'll be
9 minutes added.
What this kind of group of players have achieved.
Alright, as this game's done, I'm whacking it. Oh! No. As this game is done, I'm going to switch over to the Iran game. Because that is the game that is now going off, isn't it? I've just switched over to the Iran game. That's not very nice, Peter. That's not very nice. At least it'll be a few rounds further than Australia get. Wink, wink. 9 minutes, so 91 minutes 15 in the Iran-USA. Iran are attacking. This is going to be a tight one. This is a big, big game, and this is what makes it interesting, isn't it? That I don't know why I'm not just putting on iPlayer. This is what makes it interesting. That yeah, you can win with a draw.
Karimi sending it wide, comes back into Morteza for Aliganji. Going long and away to Saman Ghoddos. Nice first touch from Ghoddos. Ezatolahi here.
Back on iPlayer. So I'm on 91 minutes 10 at the moment. I've just BBC for some reason is slow on the uptake, but we'll make do with what we've got. Game over in England. England finished top of the group like they should have. 91 minutes and 30 gone in this Iran-USA game. Look at this. Carlos Queiroz is telling them, get up. Get up.
To the ground, hoping that the referee would buy it, Ali Karimi, and he didn't. Jalali did look like a pull though by Yunus Musa, and that is an Iranian free kick.
Book him then. He needs to be booked for pulling his shirt.
Probably a bit cuter there, Musa. You know what he's looking for.
Look at this. All those subs need to get set down because they're not allowed to be standing up like that. This is squeaky bum time, as we say for the Americans. Squeaky bum time.
They have one Group B. United States at the moment are going through as runners-up.
Look at the Iranians. They want this.
Packed. At least 7 minutes to play. Iran's free kick.
Oh! Woohoo! That was close.
Just wide by Morteza for Aliganji. It's a good effort,
Wow.
isn't it? It really is. Stooping low, trying to get some direction on the ball.
Still all to play for. 93 minutes coming up now.
It's been a bit scrappy at times, second half, but they've been the more positive side. Had the better chance.
Come on, Carlos Queiroz. Get him up. Go on.
Doesn't mean to say they're going to get the result they need.
So is it really just a one... Is it really they just need a draw? Of course. It is just a draw, isn't it? Because USA have only drawn 2, Iran have won 1. So a draw would put them on 4 points, USA on 3 points. They've really... Oh. Let's see what the Americans have got. How much fight they've got to keep the Iranians out. Whew. 94 minutes gone. 5 minutes left to go for the Americans to hold on.
That was from Robinson. Razan could do nothing but head it out of play for another one. About percentages at this stage of the game. Don't throw the ball backwards or sideways. When you're winning with a few minutes to go, you throw the ball forwards. You play some percentages.
Come on, Iran. The only problem is the Yanks have a lot of speed, don't they? They've got some speed on their sides. I think that's what I associate with the Americans. They've got speed.
See, I think for me, if I was Carlos Queiroz, I'd be sending one of the centre halves up.
You have to book him. You have to book him for time wasting. Book him for time wasting. That's the problem. They don't punish the players for gamesmanship.
Robinson with the throw. Is Atalahi claiming a foul?
Iranian ball.
It's gone out of play for an Iranian throw-in.
They're running out of time. They're running out of time. 95 minutes 25 gone. That's a yellow card.
That's not a hard decision for the referee. No, they were in though, you know. Yeah, there was an overload there.
That is a professional foul, as they say, which is an awful term.
Let him down. Yunus Musa was going to be charging away.
That is basically like Chiellini in Italy versus England in the Euros final.
This is all good for the United States. 6 of those 9 added minutes have been played, but they've given the ball away. Shaq Moore, the very poor ball indeed. Chilali with a long one, which is dealt with by...
The Iranians are lumping it up and hoping it goes somewhere, but it's not, is it? It's more hope than anything.
Exhausted, but still...
The Yanks are going to take their time now. They're really going to slow it down, aren't they? Really slowing it down. Which is what they should be doing.
Been a monumentally physically draining experience for those.
Ugh, USA. I hate that. I really hate it.
Morteza Poralaganji back to his goalkeeper, Ali Reza Byron Van. He'll go long.
Big ball up. Big header out. Back to Iran. 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock for Iranians. Oh. Well, they shouldn't be giving up, Gareth. They only need to get 1 goal. All they need is a draw. Just remember, I'm on, 97 minutes and 20 seconds. That's a booking for him. Why is he not booking him for shirt pull? 97:30. A minute and a half for Iran to try and score. Got to go long. No. No, they've got to go all in. They've got to go all in. Got to go all in. The referee's told him to get up. Look at all the players on the side. Was it a penalty? Is that where we get VAR involved? That VAR has got to get in there. Got to have VAR. Hey, look at the players saying VAR. It's going to VAR. Is it? No, I don't think that's anything. No. He's fallen down. No. Good refereeing. Just because he's got his hand on his shoulder doesn't mean he was pushing, pulling, or anything like that. Ah, no. No penalty. Look at him swamping him. What's the Yanks got to do with anything? He's not pulling him. He's not though, is he? Look. That is not enough to go down, is it? Good refereeing. Get on with it. It is a semi-contact sport. That is what it is. It's a semi-contact sport. Last attack. Game over. Surely. That's awful. That's got to be it, surely. Iran's still playing. Is this one last attack? One last attack, ball in. And that's game over. Well, actually, they got a spot on decision there. It wasn't a foul. Iran were getting desperate, let's be honest. They were getting desperate. United States are through to the knockouts. England in first. Iran could only make third place in the groups. Well, that's me done. I need some dinner. I am hungry. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. A fairly decent turnout for what we normally get on football. Awesome to have everyone. If you haven't already, like the stream, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Should be the England game. England versus Senegal, if that is correct. I will catch you guys next time. Have a good rest of your week.